Oh, welcome back, my friends. Uh, Been a long time, been a very long time, almost a year, I think, since I last made a video. Yeah, this video is not going to be like a pickup video. I'm going to do more like an update video. I haven't done those for a very long time, and this is more like we're going to talk about shit and shoot the shit and maybe get to know me a bit more and my other interests and what's going on and stuff like that. Yeah, I got glasses on, reading glasses, because I've written down like words in front of me here, just to remember what I want to talk about. Basically, yeah, I need reading glasses nowadays. I mean, I can't see anything. Like, yeah, it's gone quick. So yeah, where have I been? I don't know. It's it's a long story, many decades. But I don't want to get too personal about it. But yeah. Personal health is, your psychological personal health is important, very important, and if you find a way to deal with it and you find the solutions, good on you. But yeah, for me it's been like something I looked for my whole life, and it's kind of been there the whole time. The kind of the solution, because I haven't really done it yet, but I can kind of more understand, why things are like they are and why I am like I am, and it's been there, looking straight in my face, but I haven't really realized it before, weirdly. But yeah. So mental health is a big one, and we need to be able to talk about it as well, and don't be like embarrassed to talk about it. I'm not really at all when it comes to talk to people and friends, stuff like that. Never really been a problem for me, but speaking about it on the social networks, maybe not is the best idea. But yeah, let us at least touch on the subject, a bit. Why am I saying like that? So yeah, what's been going on, and what's up, and who is Raz? Yeah. It's funny that yesterday I went out with my electric scooter, which a lot of people told me, like, why do you buy that? You're never gonna use it, and blah blah blah. And I had it for like 6-7 years now, and I because it's on the app on the phone. That's the phone is connected to the scooter. I can see how long I've been ridden on it, and last time I looked, it was a little bit above 1,500 kilometers. So yeah, I've been riding it, my friends, and I use that basically, when I just want to go for a ride around the neighborhood area, when the weather's nice, or go shopping. It has a perfect place to hang the bag, and you can get a lot of it with you. You can almost like the big shop with it, not to buy for a whole month, but you can basically buy a lot and still be able to ride that good. Yeah, so yesterday I read it, and it was like almost 15 degrees outside, Sweden, early March. And then I realized it before this year. We have had 0 winter this year where I live in Sweden. 0% of winter. When I talk about winter, I mean like snow and really cool temperatures and stuff like that. I mean, there have been some cold temperatures at night during nighttime, but that's not when we're up and about, really. But I think we had snow for like 8 hours one day. It actually stayed on the ground for like 8 hours. That's the whole year. So basically, I saw in the newspaper like last month, it's like there's gonna be no winter this year, and people are still talking about there's no change in weather, man. When I grew up, we had snow for like 2 months every year where I grew up here. I'm not in the south of Sweden. I'm like, if I drive my car south, I can drive like 4 hours before I hit 4.5, 5 hours before I hit the most southern point. But yeah, we still consider where I live in the south, on the west coast. But I've been watching a lot. I'm a sports freak, so I've been watching a lot of winter sport, as I always do during the winter. It's almost like the winter sport has passed football for me being my number one sport. To be honest, mostly because I really love football, but I think the professional football has it's no heart left in it anymore. It's only money, it's only business, it's only so I kind of got my football love back though, due to my Swedish team is back in the first division here in Sweden, and in Sweden it still feels a little bit more like real, and a lot of people are supporting the league, not like it probably should be. There's still, like, when you go around Sweden, ask people like, what's your favorite team, Swedish team, still half of the people say, I don't watch Swedish football, I think it's shit, and I watch Premier League or La Liga or Serie A or Bundesliga or the division in the Netherlands, or any other league. But I think you need to back up these teams to be able to have to stand behind the teams. You're gonna have to be on the football matches if you want the Swedish league to become better. So the Swedish league has definitely gone up like in popularity a lot. I mean, football wise, we like the 23rd best league I think in Europe, but with spectators I think we like 9 or 10th. We average around, I think it's around 11,000 each game or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely getting better, and it's getting better every year. In the last 5-10 years it's gone up, and I like that. And my team is in the first division, and I've been supporting that team for as long as I can remember, since maybe 40 years. And I played for the team as well when I was younger, and my mom and dad, they gone to the games, my games, and the big team, as well, for as long as I can remember. And it's nice. I went to all the away games for like almost 10 years in a row. I went to everything, home and away, and season tickets and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of fell out of it a bit, and but now I'm back on it again, and been like that for like 3-4 years now. And we are now in the first division, and our first year we came 6th. That's amazing. Enough talk about that. I don't know why I've talked so much about that. Yeah, we're talking about sports. Yeah, I mean, football is not number one anymore really for me. It's winter sports, and especially cross-country skiing and biathlon. We call it ski shooting, but the English word is biathlon. I never understood that, but yeah. I mean, all the weekends are the winter studio, it's called here in Sweden. Every basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's all day, you know, watching biathlon and cross country skiing and alpine skiing as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so I decided I'm going to have to go to more of these competitions, you know, live, be there. Been to a few, but it's many years ago. So that's a promise. What else? Yeah, I'm watching a lot of sports. That's kind of me. Always have done. Gone back into watching a lot of golf again. And if you know golf, you probably know why I'm back into golf again, because Sweden has one of the best men's player again. I think it's ranked number 4 or 5 now, Ludvig Åberg. But the women, we've always been really good since, you know, early 80s. We've been in the top, so always been a huge golf country, Sweden. But now we got Ludvig as well. I'm watching all the majors, definitely the majors. I'm watching, I'm watching, you know, the World Championship that's going on, you know, in handball. There was a 4 Nations League in ice hockey, first time ever, and there was, you know, the 4 big ones without, you know, if we talk about ice hockey, I would say 6 countries, or the big 6, you know, Canada, Sweden, and Russia, Finland, Czechoslovakia, and USA. But since, you know, the war and everything, you know, there was the 4 Nation Cup, and took away Czech Republic as well, and Russia wasn't there. So it was Sweden, Finland, and USA and Canada, and that was cool. Seeing all the stars again. We have a World Championship in ice hockey every year. Should it be every year, you know? I think that's fucking stupid, but it's only the players that play at the other leagues in, you know, these World Championships, because NHL never, you know, lets their players, you know, go play that, you know. I mean, they've done it like 1 or 2 times only for the Winter Olympics. They normally don't do it even for the Winter Olympics. It's like, fucking hell, American sports and how they think about sports is ridiculous. Gaming. I haven't played a single game for like, I don't know, 10 months maybe, something like that. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played a game. I don't know why, really. I kind of have a few games that I really want to play, but yeah, I have other interests, and since I'm, you know, coming back to myself a bit more, I kind of feel less stressed about stuff, and maybe I will, you know, come back to my all my hobbies, you know, because, you know, gaming is just one of them. You know, music, TV series, architecture, design, especially design, you know, furniture, is, you know, that kind of thing I really like. You know, going to live gigs, yeah, stuff, a lot of stuff that I did back in the days, going more to secondhand, which I love, picking up music again and stuff like that, yeah. So yeah, we begin doing that. There will be a pickup video pretty soon, very soon, because it's been 1 year, so of course I have stuff that I picked up. It's been a whole year, you know, and as you probably know if you watch my channel for a long time, it's going to do like a skip pretty soon, but if you watch my channel for a long time, I used to collect like 80s movies, but the thing is, I don't watch movies anymore. I haven't watched really movies for a long time, maybe 10-15 years really, because I think you know, series as, you know, taken over and are a better thing, at least for me, you know. I think a really good story, because I like drama stuff, especially sci-fi drama, or yeah, drama. If you have really, you know, heavy story, you can't really portray that in a good way with 1.5 hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's not enough. That's why for me TV series is a thing, and yeah, I need longer period of it, basically, and that's why I love TV series so much. You know, a good story needs to be given more hours, I think. And of course there are, you know, movies that works really well in that short span, but that's usually like, you know, more like action movies or something that is just connected to one thing really. Yeah, it works really well, and there are movies that I love, that will love for the rest of my life. But for me now, watching, yeah, and TV series as well, yeah, I got addicted to it as well. It's like everything I do, if I really like it, I'm doing it hardcore. So yeah, it's gonna skip jump now, so let's just turn it off and turn it on again. Be right back. Yeah, so yeah, I've seen everything basically. So I remember on this channel, like I think it maybe like 10 years ago, I did a top 10 sci-fi TV series of all time on my channel. You have to be a very you have to have been watching me for many years if you remember that one. And I need to do another list, but I need to do like a top 20 this time maybe, because yeah, there's so much more, and especially up there, you know, even like the top 3, there are new TV series that's gonna get into that list. So the list has changed because, you know, especially for like sci-fi, there's been, in the last 10 years, there've been some big ones, really good ones in the last 10 years. That's gonna end up on the top 5, on my top 5 easily. And especially one that is going on right now. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. It's on the end now on the second season, and oh my god, it's so good. I mean, if you like sci-fi, get Apple Plus. Get an Apple Plus account now, because they are the champions of sci-fi TV series, I think. My god, so much good stuff there. So much good, you know, psychological drama and drama as well. What else? Collecting, yeah. I'm actually selling something. I'm selling one thing. It's up now. That's my Klonoa 2 Dream Champ tournament, sealed. Could definitely be graded. It's like mint condition. I've had it since day one. But I'm never gonna open it, so I'm gonna sell it. But it's up on an auction now on Tradera, which is like another thing that's like eBay, but a little bit different and much easier to use than eBay. But they have to get past you know, a certain price before I sell it, so I don't want to take any risks. So it has to be at least 100, if you know, in euros, maybe around 150 euros before I sell it. So yeah, it's expensive one. What else? Top sci-fi, yeah, that talked about that. So what else? I don't know. My other channel as well, Borgtown. I really wish to do more stuff there as well. Wish I could edit, man. That's you know, one of my biggest dreams, to learn how to edit. You know, go like a course or something. Because if I could edit, I would do so much with that channel. Because I've recorded so much content for that channel that's not been uploaded at all, and I could do so much more. And if you don't know my other channel, it's called Borgtown. It's basically, you know, me and my city and my area of this country, Sweden, the west coast basically of Sweden. So it's not just the city, but you know, the area around here, which I really love. And it's like if you do, you know, think about maybe visiting, or you want to know more about Sweden, or maybe even, you know, Sweden in this area, you know, it's a good channel for that. Maybe, I don't know. It's just it's like just a vlog channel kind of. Basically shit because I can't edit, but yeah, I wish I could edit, but one day I will be able to edit. And yeah, so But it's interesting as well. I mean, I just realized I lived in this area of the city now for 17 years. If somebody would have asked me, I would probably say like 10, 11, 12 years maybe. So how I see time really differs from reality sometimes. But yeah, I lived here for a long time, and this area is kind of, you know, special because this is where this city used to be like an industry city, you know, basically just industry city. And the whole area where I live used to be, you know, all the what do you call that? Shipbuilding sites for like 5, 6 really big companies, and Gothenburg used to actually be the biggest shipbuilding city in the world in the late 60s, early 70s. I mean, the whole north side of the, you know, the river, this inlet, maybe inlet is probably better, through the city. The north side of it was only shipbuilding sites, you know. You know, and the harbor outside that with all the, you know, the container and oil harbor and stuff like that. So people didn't really live on the coast by this inlet at all. And then, you know, especially the South Koreans came and kind of destroyed us with, you know, building ships much cheaper than we could ever do. So everything went down like boom in the 80s and in the early 90s, and, you know, and late 90s, everything was basically gone, and the whole city had to rethink itself and you know, grow up again and do something else. And I mean, we're still an industry city, you know. Volvo's still here, you know, Volvo Cars is here, and Volvo AB, which is, you know, trucks, and both the headquarters are actually Volvo AB, you know. They got trucks and buses and everything else, you know, Penta and stuff like that. Their headquarters, like 5 minutes walk from where I live. It's very central. The factory isn't here, but the headquarters. So they are still here, and, you know, SKF, you know, the biggest ball bearing company in the world, they always been, is still here, you know, and AstraZeneca, but this isn't really, you know, industry in that sense, maybe. So it's more like a IT city now, maybe even you know, destination for tourists. Yeah, it's a lot of other stuff that the city has had to get better at, and especially all this area on the North Shore. You know, the industry left. What we're going to do about that? So they started, you know, yeah, let's, you know, build houses and people can live here and save some of the old buildings, stuff like that. And that's where I live. Right, I can throw a ball over to that area, but my house is older, but I can walk down to the water maybe in 5 minutes. So it's been going on. They've been building this area since the late 80s. It started, and now it's 2025, and they are now coming up to me where I live, and we're getting to the end, and they finally, you know, could be, I can live in a place where they're not building. That would be awesome when everything is finished, you know, eventually. But it probably won't be finished until like maybe 2035 or something like that. But it's cool that we're getting to the end. But that's another cool thing when you live in here. It's like a new part of the city growing up. And I think maybe when I moved here, I would have guessed this area, this big area here, where I consider I'm part of. We were maybe like 7,000 people, 9,000 people. I moved here. I think we are getting close to like 50,000 people here now in this area of the city. Yeah, so I don't really need to go in the city nowadays if I want to do stuff or buy stuff, or, you know, everything is here as well, you know. But I live really close to the city, as many people know, because you see my videos. I only take the boat over, or, you know, the bus. But they actually do, you know, making a tram line all the way here as well, almost all the way to me as well. So that's gonna be cool. I don't know what I'm talking too much, but, you know, never made a video about me myself, and maybe to get to know me as well. And I'm starting to listen to a lot of music again, which feels so good. Headphones on, and I've been playing a lot of the old Depeche Mode records, a lot of old synth music, a lot of older electronic music, and the early Chemical Brothers records, and early Prodigy records, The Knife. Yeah, I'm a bit on an electronic vibe kind of lately. I've been listening to a lot of like breakbeat music as well, alternate. Yeah, it's nice rediscovering, and listen to a lot of hip hop. My God, how hip hop nowadays! What happened to hip hop? This hip hop. I mean, there are good hip hop now as well, but the small portion of it. The other one is like this. This rambling shit. Oh my, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, if you compare that to early 90s hip hop, it's like miles apart of what's good and not good. You can never get me to think that that's good hip hop. And I'm very open to change, and follow how we change over the decades, and I'm not one of those that get angry when stuff change. But that's like that shit, my friend. That's not good. And some things that I know I respect it, but I would never say that it's good. Because it isn't, basically. So, yeah, that's probably everything I wanted to talk about, really. Yeah. I don't really need to talk about that. But anywho, there will be a pickups video coming up, guys. Hope you watch that. And yeah, I'm starting picking up more sci-fi TV series as well. Physical ones, especially the ones that's not on the streaming platforms, and that I really want to see. Because believe it or not, I haven't seen everything, but almost seen everything. And if it's really good, I watch it several times. I mean, I'll give you one hint of one of the best sci-fi TV series, except maybe the sixth and last season it wasn't 10 out of 10, but The Expanse, my friends. I've seen it maybe 3 or 4 times now. It's, oh Jesus Christ, especially looking at you, Das Consolaro, because I know the kind of sci-fi you like and love. You're gonna love this. This is definitely, you have to watch The Expanse. Das, miss you, my friend, and I miss all of the other guys as well. Pete on the Retro Tip. He was here like it's almost a year ago now. He was here in May last year. Haven't really talked about that. I will talk more about that maybe during the pickup video. All the other ones are my best friends over in England. I really miss you guys. I'm not gone, and maybe I will come back a bit more into the whole thing, but do this slowly. Things can't change overnight, but I'm determined to not fail this time, and because I want to feel better, mentally. And maybe that will change physically as well. Who knows? maybe stop me from going blind. Fucking hell. I need like progressive glasses, so I can have it on both close and far. So that's the next thing I need to write on the list that I need to do. But yeah, money's tight as for everybody else. right now I'm not working. Quit the last job like 3 weeks ago. I haven't really, maybe a month ago, 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Yeah, it wasn't really for me because it's, you know, I will maybe tell you one time what the work was, but my nerves couldn't really handle that job. I was nervous going to work because it was pretty dangerous kind of work. So with my nerves, that's not a good thing. So yeah, that job is big no for me. But of course, a lot of other people will probably work, you know, fine. You have to be a tougher guy, and I'm not a macho guy at all. And I don't want to be as well. Macho culture can go fuck itself, to be honest. Yeah, it's another thing we can talk about, but I only have 1 minute left before the jump cut, where the world is going towards nowadays is also very depressing, you know. Then the fucking idiots that's running a lot of countries and you know, destroying humanism and, you know, moral and ethics, and, you know, loving the person beside you, and loving everybody, and put everybody on an equal level. We're all human beings. That's being erased. And yeah, we haven't reached bottom yet, but we will. So be nice. End video now. Jump cut. No, I thought it was 16 minutes. Always been 16 minutes. It keeps going. Let's see how long it goes. Yeah. So yeah, we haven't reached the bottom yet, sadly. You know, the freak over the pond. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's going off now. Anywho, love you all, guys. Be nice.